Hello, everybody. It's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and yes, I'm doing no face again this time. For just numerous reasons. One, I just don't feel like showing my face right now. Actually, to be honest, I look a little tired. I got a minor sore throat. I went to a wrestling event last night to support my friend Andre. If you remember from Backlash, of course, he's a wrestler. He just had another match, and actually good length match. It wasn't just like a short 5-minute match. He actually had a match, and he won. I was with Noah and Scott, and all four of us hung out in and out. And then we just were cracking jokes, and I was laughing hard. We made Noah puke. It was hilarious. Thank you, Andre. That's a shout out to you. So my throat's a little sore from laughing so hard last night. I am a little exhausted. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Oh boy. But I did promise you guys I was going to give you guys Extreme Rules 2017 review. So I'm just going to go down the list of what happened. First, the opener was The Miz versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. For a match I wasn't really looking forward to, I do admit that was a very good match. It started pretty basic, like, okay, here we go. But then last half actually really started to pick up. Close on submission calls. Also the rule was that if Dean Ambrose got disqualified, he would lose the title. There was a rumored spot that everybody was predicting that Maurice would slap the Miz and it would cost Ambrose a match or the title. They did do that spot. However, the referee knew what was going on, so he threw Maurice out. There was a Miz counter, I think, a roll up and chucked Dean Ambrose into the ref when the referee his back was turned, and then the referee looked like he was going to ring the bell to give Miz the towel, but then Miz hits the Skull Crusher finale. He's the new Intercontinental Champ. Oh, excuse me, Intercontinental Champ. Nice, a good match. And look, here's what I want. I said this before, I say this again. I do like Dean Ambrose, but his title reign was not doing good at all. That was very boring. It just felt nothing. The only problem I have is I'm honestly getting sick of the Miz holding Intercontinental Championship. And here's why. I'm not saying Miz is a horrible Intercontinental Champion. He's done wonders for that belt. The problem is, though, it's almost like every time WWE gives the IC title to somebody other than the Miz, they don't do anything with that guy, and then they just immediately throw it on the Miz because they know the Miz, we'll make the title great again. That's the problem. They always have to rely on the Miz for your Intercontinental Championship, and I kind of like a new break. I mean, I said this before, I said this again. Why not do Dean Ambrose and Elias Sampson feud for the belt? Why not have some new opponents for Dean Ambrose for the IC title? It's honestly gets a little repetitive. Plus, I've seen these guys fight so many times. I really hope they don't continue this feud because, quite honestly, you've seen these guys enough. Dean Ambrose has held the Intercontinental Championship quite a bit now. I think, honestly, he needs to just find himself again. He just kind of needs to find that lunatic fringe again gimmick. Go back to when Dean Ambrose was actually fun to watch instead of he's just kind of boring. As for the Miz, in fact, I was actually talking to Mitch from Goldsmith Entertainment. I don't know if he'll mention this in his review. Just talking Skype before I just started, and he would actually like to see Austin Aries versus the Miz, and I think that would be a great idea. That would be a fresh new feud. Miz is Intercontinental Champion, faces against a new opponent, Austin Aries. I think that would be, I'd be all down for that. So I would love to see that. But either that, Miz is still your 7-time Intercontinental Champion. Wins 2 more, he will tie Jericho. But if he wins 3 more, he will have beaten Jericho for the most IC reigns. So that is it for that match. So overall, I thought it was a good match, but I just hope they do something different. Like give the Miz a new opponent at Great Balls of Fire came and snapped straight face. Let's see. Next match, it was Rich Swann and Sasha Banks defeating Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Next match, moving on. I'm not even going to talk about that. Watch it. It was probably a waste of time. Okay. Now, here we go. We're going to rant. I'm going to shit on this part. I have never been so fucking embarrassed over a match in years. I've seen shit matches, but this might have been one of the worst matches I've seen thus far. Not even one of the worst, just one of the most embarrassing matches I've done. So, Bayley, Alexa Bliss. So they had a pretty good match at Payback. A good match at Payback. They had a promo via a video package for this match. Say Bayley can't get extreme. No, she can't get extreme. Hear me out. I wasn't expecting Bayley to win, and this came from a Bayley fan. I wasn't expecting her to win. I expected Alexa Bliss to win. But here's my problem. First of all, I said this before. Of all the matches you could have done, why kendo stick on a pole match? I don't understand that. That is one of the worst stipulations. I hate that as much as the table match and the lumberjack match. I hate those matches. It doesn't feel extreme. They're boring. You drag out too long, or they're not entertaining. They're putting that term. They're just not entertaining matches to watch. And you have a pay-per-view called Extreme Rules. You could have done Falls Count Anywhere. You could have done Last Woman Standing match. You could have done 2 out of 3 falls. There were so many matches you could have done. And instead you went with a candlestick on pole match. And not only was the stipulation shit, the match was shit. Why? I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. No joke. All it was Alexa Bliss teasing Bayley. They get on the top turnbuckle. They pull down the candlestick at the same time. Falls down the mat. Bayley gets the candlestick. She just chases Alexa with it. Never hits her with it once. Alexa gets the candlestick. Repeatedly beats her with it. Bayley hits a Bayley to Bayley out of nowhere. Doesn't even cover. Alexa gets the candlestick back and just whacks Bayley a few more times. Then bam, DDT by Alexa Bliss. 1, 2, 3. All that in 5 minutes. I'm going to repeat that again. So, you have a shitty stipulation that you can't do a stick-on pole match. You make the match 5 minutes. You try to build up Bayley as a person that can't get extreme. So we're expecting her to at least use the candlestick a few times. She never even hit Bliss once. And then on top of it all, Bliss is the one that gets all the offense, pretty much most of the offense, and buries Bayley. I'm saying this right now. I do not hate Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss will always be one of my favorites. I have nothing bad to say about her. Because it's not her fault. I'm not going to shit on Bayley for what happened either. Even the build-up to this, the whole segment thing, it was none of their faults. I'm still a Bayley fan. I'll always be a Bayley fan. I'll still be an Alexa Bliss fan, always. But what WWE did, what Raw did on this pay-per-view, was you took one of their supposedly hype matches and you just said, let's just have Bliss dominate in 5 minutes and make Bayley look pathetic. How are we supposed to get behind Bayley if you're not even going to make her look good? How are we supposed to like Bayley? Oh, because they booed her. Well, the only reason people were booing her is because the way WWE's been booking her. They book her so shitty. And that's what pisses me off, is they just booked her like crap. And then they had just Alexa just dominate, and it's like, why was this even a match? Why was this even on the card? This wasn't even a match. It was just all this Alexa Bliss segments, except it was just, that was it. Every single time, it was always Alexa Bliss with the candlestick beating the crap out of Bayley. That was always the build-up. And then, same thing happened here. Bayley never even laid a finger on Alexa with the candlestick. Bliss never got hit or even tapped by the candlestick at all. So, the match was shit because it was 5 minutes. The match was shit because of stipulation. And the match was shit because you just completely buried Bayley. And I just don't understand. I'm done with this. I don't know what they're going to do now. I don't know if they're going to do a third match. I don't know if they're going to do Sasha Banks and Bliss now. I have no idea what they're going to do. But here's my focus right now. Make the Raw Women's Division better. Make Bayley fucking matter. Make all your women fucking matter, because when I watch SmackDown, I'm always happy to see the women's division. Even though I'm not a fan of this whole welcoming committee crap, and I'm not a fan of Naomi not defending the title all the time. But they're doing more exciting stuff there. And they're trying to give everybody a chance. Unlike Raw, where you have a 5-minute shitty stipulation match where all it is just a person getting buried by another. I'm sorry, I don't like that at all. It disgusts me. And honestly, I really just want to go back and watch NXT all over again from the beginning and watch Bayley matches then, because I don't think we're ever going to get Bayley from NXT ever again. At this point, WWE really needs to step up the game. I really hope Vince just steps down. I hope Triple H takes over because they really need damage control. They really need to fix the situation on Raw, because their women's division on Raw right now is a joke. I mean, for God's sakes, you got Sasha Banks feuding with Alicia Fox and fucking Noam Dar in a freaking non-build-up feud on a card. And then you have 2 other talented wrestlers like Bayley and Bliss, and you just do a 5-minute shit fest, burial shit fest. How are you making any of these women strong? How are you making them care? How do we go from WrestleMania 32 to having one of the best women's matches in years with Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky? You may as well think, oh, dude, this is awesome. We finally get to care about the women's division. This means something again. To now, it's just like, well, SmackDown will do decently with them, but on Raw, we don't care. It's honestly a pet peeve of mine. I'm honestly sick of it. All right, what was the next match? Okay, that's right. Cesaro and Sheamus defeating the Hardy Boys in a Steel Cage Tag Team match for Raw Tag Team Championships. I'm not gonna lie. This match was pretty slow. It was pretty boring. They didn't really do anything that cool. I mean, except for the whisper in the wind. But we've seen Jeff Hardy do that on top of cages so many times, it wasn't that cool. Apparently they had the new rule where both members of the team had to climb out of the cage. And I guess because Jeff Hardy jumped back into the cage, he pretty much re-entered the match. I don't know when that happened. I had no idea that was even a rule. I figured if one person just jumped out, they're safe, but it doesn't matter if you got back in or not, you're still out. But who do I know? Cesaro Sheamus won. You already know my thoughts about Cesaro Sheamus. I don't like him as a tag team. I think Cesaro should be world champion. He deserves better than this, but I don't care. I just want the Hardy Boys to be broken. And as for the match itself, it was pretty meh. It was very forgettable. Nothing really cool happened. Cesaro Sheamus win. That's really all I can say. I can't really talk about that match because there's really nothing to talk about. It was just Cesaro Sheamus won. Literally it. It's just they won. I can't really say anything else. Next, we got Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship in a submission match. Oh my god, okay. Again, this match was very meh too. Because both these guys are great athletes. They should be tearing houses down. But the problem is they're on on the Cruiserweight division. And the Cruiserweight division on the Raw, we all know how that's turning out. And now Mitch actually just pointed this out, and even I noticed this during the match. Correct me if I'm wrong, aren't submission matches usually supposed to be no countout, no disqualifications, no pinfalls, right by submission? That's the only way you win. So then why was the referee counting? Why was the referee saying, oh, break the hold? Why was the referee doing that? It didn't make any sense. If your goal is just to win by submission and there's no disqualification, why would they break a hold on the ropes, or why would you try to count them out? Bottom the match wasn't even that good. It was just meh again. I did watch the entire thing, but I just couldn't get into it. Neville wins again, so his reign continues. I'm going to say right now, the only thing good about this is I'm hoping Aries just gets out of the Cruiserweight division. He goes actually on the main roster card. What I mean by that is maybe I actually would like to see that. Maybe even Austin Aries in future feuds for like the Universal Championship or something. You know, I want him on that division. He's better on that division than the Cruiserweight division. He's better than the Cruiserweight division. That's what they need to do with Austin Aries. We'll see what happens. Overall, the match was meh. It was very forgettable. Nothing really happened. But now let's go into the match that everybody's talking about probably is the Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match to determine the number one contender for the Universal Championship. Obviously, match tonight, it was actually almost a 30-minute match, so it went on a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. A lot of near falls, a lot of close calls. Here's the thing. Everybody was probably expecting Roman Reigns because he's Roman Reigns, and I would not be surprised if Reigns won. But then I was thinking, well, they might give it to Finn Balor because they teased that on Raw. Okay, now they're probably going to do Balor Lesnar. But then there were other reports saying, well, now it could be Rollins because they might want to do Balor Club in the near future. And I could set up for Balor Club between Rollins and Shield versus Balor Club. But they didn't do that. I'm going to give Raw credit. They actually did something right. They actually did something unpredictable. Nobody was predicting this guy to win. A dream match. At the next Raw pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire, we are fighting game. A dream match we've been wanting to see for a while. Versus the new number one contender, Samoa Joe. This now I'm looking forward to. I'm happy this actually happened. Which I want to see as well. And I'm pretty sure Brandon is also excited for this match as well. As much as I hate the name Great Balls of Fire, now I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view because I'm really interested in Joe and Lesnar. The only thing I don't want to happen, obviously I want Joe to win because I'm honestly sick of part-time champions. I'm sick of Lesnar as champion already. But the one thing I really do not want to happen the most is to have not only Lesnar walk out champion still, but he just ragdolls freaking Joe and just destroys him. There's a reason why we want to see this match because Joe is a destroyer. He's a Samoa submission machine. Excuse me, give me a sec. Oh, sorry about that. He's a Samoa submission machine. Samoa submission machine. Sorry, I almost botched that a few times. And this is the same guy that was undefeated for a long while in his Impact debut. He's one of the most dominant. He's the longest reigning Ring of Honor heavyweight champion, holding the title for 645 days. Joe is not a guy that is going to be easy ragtag. This is why we want to see this match. It's because this is the closest thing we're going to get to an actual even match. If Lesnar just utterly buries Joe and wins, I will fucking riot. If you're going to have Lesnar win at least have Lesnar win by actually getting competition like Joe. I want to see another 5 or 10-minute match where just Lesnar destroys Joe most of the match, and then that's it. I want Joe to take Lesnar to the limit. I want to see a back and forth fight. Remember, I don't want Goldberg and Brock Lesnar again. I want to see these two get a good length of time, at least 20 minutes. I want these two to go back and forth, kick the living shit out of each other. So then that way, if Lesnar wins, at least I can say, hey, they had a competitive match and it was good. That's all I want. I just want a good match and a competitive match. Because one of the reasons I hate Lesnar is he always does squash matches, and I'm sick of seeing squash matches from him. So again, I'm happy Joe wins. Joe Lesnar's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited for that. But right now we got Money in the Bank. So that's going to be the next pay-per-view before Great Balls of Fire. Which, again, Money in the Bank, I'm really looking forward to. I'm really one. So if I had to rate Extreme Rules, I would say, yeah, this was very bad. Ambrose, I'm going to say this. Ambrose and Miz was good. The mixed tag, I didn't even watch. I'm assuming it was shit. The women's match was just embarrassing. The tag team match was very meh. The Cruiserweight Championship match was just meh. Of course, the 5-way, which was match of the night. So I'm also going to give this a 4 out of 10. Yeah, it's scratch. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10. I'll give that extra 0.5 just due to the fact that predictable at the end. It's a good unpredictable thing. Joe win. So 4.5 out of 10. So this was an F pay-per-view. I did not enjoy it. They had 2 good matches, but just because they had 2 good matches, I have something unexpected that doesn't make it. Every match needs to deliver. You need to do something good. So quite honestly, Backlash was 1,000 times more fun to watch, while this pay-per-view was just felt like another Raw. Besides the main event. But other than that, thank you guys for watching this video. This was another boring one, but that's how I kind of honestly feel right now. I feel a little tired. Drowned me out a little bit. Just drained me. No, again, only 2 good matches. The rest were just ugh. But again, one thing I will say is Joe won, which I'm fine with and I'm happy with. So we're getting Joe and Lesnar, which I'm really looking forward to at Balls of Fire. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to comment down below. Tell me what are your thoughts about this pay-per-view. What would you score it out of 10 stars? Yeah, 10 stars. And I'm going to say probably the next live reactions will try to be Money in the Bank. Either that, thank you guys for watching this video. And I might even consider doing Great Balls of Fire on live reactions just for Lesnar and Joe. Not going to promise you that in live reactions for that day, but it is a possibility. I'm going to try to do Money in the Bank. But either that, thank you guys for watching this video. And so take care of my peeps, and I'll see you guys next time.